Where else can you get a brand new luxury car for no money down and low monthly payments? Only at Davenport Auto Park, of course. We're talking new Buicks. Top of the line, king of the hill, pick of the litter, cream of the crop. You get my drift. We're talking Buicks like the 2015 Encore or Verano, Regal Turbo, LaCrosse, Enclave. No money down, zero, zilch, nada. Yeah, only at Davenport Auto Park.
It's the real deal.
One of Rocky Mountain's wonderful assets, Braswell Memorial Library. And if you've been, you already know that. We're going to talk about some upcoming events and a lot of the resources there. If you haven't, you really need to go. All ages can find something fascinating there. And we're here with Katie Roach, who is the director of the library. And Katie, how long have you been here?
I moved to Rocky Mount a year ago in February. I started my duties in February the 3rd, a year ago.
Mm-hmm. What attracted you to move to Rocky Mountain to Braswell Memorial Library?
You have a beautiful, beautiful library.
We have a beautiful, beautiful library.
We have a beautiful, beautiful library. When I was ready to make a change, I was working as the director in Robeson County, and I had been there for about 2.5 years. And I was ready to make a change, and I was actively looking for another job. And when I got the interview the opportunity to come and interview at Braswell Memorial, and I saw the facility and I met some of the people there, I said, this is really where I want to be. And I was so fortunate that I did get accepted.
Well, and I have heard from many people say we're very fortunate that you accepted the job. But you had a career in business. You were a small business owner, then decided when you became empty nested that you wanted to pursue a second career. And the two went together a little bit, I guess, had some similarities, printing and whatnot, right?
What's really interesting about it is I worked in the Regal Graphics industry, and that industry services the architectural, engineering, and construction community, and we do the wide format printing, plans and specifications. And I worked all over the 4-county area around Hickory, Newton, Conover, up into the mountains a little bit, and I would go and call on customers and try to get accounts, and so it was that kind of a business. But during the time that digital information was really coming on board, and libraries were moving from just a book-based community service to including computer and computer education, and digital literacy became more and more important. That same process was taking place in the graphics industry. And so we moved from blueprinting, which was a one-page, one-print sort of operation, to wide format digital printing, where you could scan a set of documents and print them on demand. And so I had kind of already seen that happen, and I think it made me ready to come into the libraries and really take advantage of what libraries have to offer now.
Well, the Braswell Memorial Library is situated downtown, great location, but it serves Nash and Edgecombe County.
Right.
And funding-wise, I guess both of the counties and the cities are involved in the library in some way or another, I guess in the fundraising and organization. It's my understanding that there are some private fundraising that's done by your board, and because
we do have a foundation, and we have our Friends of the Library.
Friends of the Library, okay.
Fundraising for us too. But you're correct.
They do have a few events, because that's a really wonderful large building and resource. So it's ours, and we need to support it, right?
Right. And the Friends do a lot of really wonderful things. They took a year off this year, but they do the annual Champagnes and Chocolates celebration, and it gives everybody an opportunity to come in and have a really special evening and celebrate the library.
Oh, and I've been it's a lot of fun. Well, when people come in the library, first off, it's just a beautiful building. It's a large building. Kind of go through how it's broken up.
When you come into the library, the first you'll see a big desk. It's the circulation desk. And if you turn to your left, as soon as you come in, you'll go back to the children's area, which is absolutely beautiful. If you don't have children, you should still take a chance to go back there and look and see the opportunities and the resources that are available for children. Before you actually come in the front doors, we have 2 public meeting rooms that we make available to members of the public, and those rooms are used every single day.
Are they really?
They really are. I just was looking at statistics really recently, and we had 435 bookings, and there's 365 days in a year. So,
And they're nice sizes too. I mean, one straight ahead is fairly large. You've had, I've been to a number of seated events there where there's speakers or panels, and the other one I've been where we've had tables and kind of a round table discussion. So they're and how far in advance do people, or how do people sign up for them, Katie?
you sign up by calling the public service desk, and somebody will help you. And those rooms are made available at no charge for community groups and government groups and civic organizations. And so it's a tremendous resource, and I'm not sure everyone really realizes that that's part of what
Now
we
they
do.
might. Good. Okay, and the children's, what age children do y'all cater to?
We birth to 18 years.
Great.
The whole, and downstairs, we have a little story room downstairs, and we have story times on Monday and Tuesday mornings.
What time?
It's 10:30 on Monday and 11:30 on Tuesday.
And who reads for those? Or do they read? They read from the books. They don't tell stories, right?
They read from the books. They share stories.
So
the books are open, but it's kind of an upside down, backwards, so that the children really can see the books. And it's library staff members that do that. We have a new staff member, Charnette Evans, who does the younger story time, and Linda Bunch does the preschool story time.
Well, and they really get into them. I've known Linda a long time, and she's
terrific.
very
I love
animated.
Linda.
And I see the parents come with them too, right? And do you encourage the parents to stay?
Well, one of the most valuable things about library story times is they build on those pre-literacy skills that are going to help children actually learn to read, because you're doing the language play, you're doing the sounds, you're showing how the books are organized. And it's really good when parents come or when child care providers come, because they can pick up a lot of tips on how to share stories with children in order to get that learning started.
And who can check out, I'm going to switch to another subject now, because I want those parents then to check out books and take them home and read them to the children also. What's required to get a library card?
Oh, you just need a North Carolina driver's license.
And that's it?
That's it. Or residency in the county if you don't have a driver's license. And people, like if you're a student at Wesleyan College or one of our community colleges, you're qualified, eligible to get a library card. Live in our community, live in North Carolina, you can get a library card.
And how long can people check out a library book? What length of time?
It's a 2-week checkout.
Okay. And you get the best sellers, the latest too, and
Yes,
you can
we
get
do.
on a list for those.
We do. They go fast.
Katie, how has all the e-books and various technology affected? Because people think, and I'm still one who likes a book, although I have read them on a Kindle before, but how has that affected what's available at the library and what you need to have available?
Well, it's like all new technologies change library services a little bit, and we do have e-books that we make available. We are really lucky we're part of a statewide consortium that allows us to pool our resources, and so we have a much larger collection than we would if it was just our little pot. But you can go to the library website and download e-books
without even coming into the library.
Sure.
Great.
You just put your library card number in, and you can download them to your Kindle or your, I've just got a Kindle app on my iPad, and that's the way I do it. And I think it opens up more opportunities for more people to enjoy more services. And so I think the digital is really a good thing.
If you download it, then does it go away after 2 weeks?
It just goes away. When your loan period is up, it'll just go away.
And I think one thing that people don't understand is the great resource for computers. People who don't have Wi-Fi or internet at home can come in there and use the computers. Tell us about that.
Well, you would be surprised. There's actually a sizable minority of people in Nash County that don't have high-speed internet in their homes, and we have a number of options for people to come in. We've got the desktop computers that people can sign up for. We also check out laptops to be used inside of the building, and we also have the Wi-Fi is owned inside the building and in the parking lot, and people can.
In the parking lot?
Sure, people can bring their own devices. We turn it on at 8 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes people will sit in the parking lot and.
Do you need a password?
You asked me a question. I just don't know.
Well,
right
somebody
off
can
my
call
head.
and ask.
There is a password, but I think it's a click through is actually what it is. You agree to our terms.
which is important because you need to, do that for privacy and protection. But so somebody who can go and sit in your parking lot.
At 8 o'clock in the morning, sure.
That's great. I mean,
and use the Wi-Fi. So we really try to maximize the service that we offer to the public. We're so grateful for the funding that we get, and so we do the best that we can to spread it as wide as we can.
And do you still have bookmobiles that go out?
Oh, I wish we did, but we don't have the bookmobile. But we do have. We work in partnership with the Downey's Partnership for Children, and we send out the Raising a Reader girls, and they go to the NC pre-K classrooms and share stories. And so that outreach reaches over 400 children a year.
But to have a vehicle like y'all did a long time ago and go out in there, that was kind of...
We don't have one right now.
Kind of fun. I figured that. And now that you've got, I mean, somebody could even come and sit in the parking lot and download an ebook if they've got
they could download an ebook from home.
From home, right.
Sure. Yeah.
If they have Wi-Fi. But if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can just even come in the parking lot and do it. So let's take a break and come back and learn a lot more about our great library.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine. 3, 2, 1. And will it cut? And fine.
Good afternoon, everyone, and we're so pleased that you're all here today for this ribbon cutting for Miracle Ear here at West Ridge Shopping Center. And we have a certificate. I guess we need to use this too. I have a certificate here from the City of Rocky Mount on behalf of the mayor, who happens to be out of town today and could not be here. So I'm W.B. Bullock from the City Council and representing the mayor and the City Council. And we want to present you with this certificate on the occasion of the ribbon cutting, and with our sincere best wishes, and hope you all have tremendous success in your business here in this area. This is a great location. As you can look out and see the vehicles in the parking lot. There's lots of business out here, and we know it's going to be good for all of you. So on behalf of the city, thank you for being here and for this occasion.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we'll turn it over to...
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Allie Bell, and I am the hearing specialist here at Miracle Ear. At Miracle Ear, we strive to provide the community with information about hearing health and the benefits of hearing aids for people who have hearing loss. Thank you. Okay. Here we've been a member of the community for about 5 years, in this location for about 3. I myself like to take part in things like health fairs and things like that. This is Marie. She is the patient care coordinator. Would you like to talk? Okay. All right. I would like to thank the Chamber and everyone for coming out today. We really appreciate you coming to support and help us with our center. Thank you so much. This is Pete McKenna. He is the regional manager for the Eastern Territory for Miracle Ear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Put that back to you.
I'm Roger Taylor, chair of the Rocky Mount Area Chamber of Commerce, and I'm pleased to see ambassadors who represent the chamber, and we certainly respect and appreciate your participation in the community. We're a city made up of predominantly small businesses, and we thank you for that and all that we can do to support, because the demographics said there are a lot of people that can't hear as well now as they once did. So again, on behalf of the Rocky Mount Area Chamber of Commerce, I congratulate you and thank you also.
Thank you for staying with us. Katie, if people are looking for something fun to do this summer, the library certainly has a lot of events. Can people go online and read different events? Go to the BraswellMemorialLibrary.org.gov?
It's braswell-library.org.
Oh, okay. And see upcoming events. And I know you just had a job fair recently. How was that?
Oh, the job fair was really well attended. We had 300 job seekers that came.
Great.
And 20 employers. And my understanding is there were some connections made, and some people will be going to work. One of the most interesting things that Lakeisha did was she did a program, a Dress for Success program before the job fair.
Good.
And so people had the opportunity to get some insider points on, how to present when you're talking to an employer and how to dress and, some pointers and tips. And I think it really helped make the event successful. This is the 3rd year in a row that we've done that, and we've already had people ask us to continue.
Oh, that's wonderful that you do that. And the summer reading program is just a super happy event. I've driven by there. I've actually stopped a couple times. But they're just a bunch of happy running around kids all over your lawn and everything. I mean, tell us about that.
Well, this year the summer reading theme is Every Hero Has a Story. And so we will have the kickoff on the lawn, and we'll do the hot dogs, and we'll have all the fun things that the kids learn.
Bouncy toys? Are there
bouncy? We
bouncy?
have a bouncy house.
Tie it down well, though.
We do, and we have food, and we have games, and it is such a fun event. We have a stilt walker that comes. But the more important thing is that kids sign up for summer reading, and they come every week during the summer and get more books, and they can read for prizes and read. That we have I'm a reading champion yard sign that children that complete the program get. And we have, during the month of July, we have performers that come in. So that gives children another opportunity to see something maybe they wouldn't see.
On certain days you have performers coming in?
We do. It's on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays. Okay. And Wednesday morning, do you know?
Usually we do 2 sessions.
Okay.
I think it's 11 and 2. Or maybe it's 10 and 2. You might want to check the website.
Okay. Well, and what would be required to complete it? I mean, each week you have to have accomplished certain goals. You set your own goal.
A reading goal, and then they read towards their goal. And it's just a lot of fun. Research has shown that children who read through the summer, it's even as little as 4 or 5 books during the summer, helps them retain that competitive, that intellectual edge that they develop during the school year, and they don't have that slip that teachers and students experience after they've been off for a number of months. And so the summer reading program is a very valuable way to keep children's interest up. And it's what I like about it is that it's self-directed reading. So they really have the opportunity to choose what they want to read and explore topics that might not come up during the school year that they're interested in.
And you've got a great staff. I mean, they can help people pick books and whatnot too, can't they?
I think our staff are really passionate about library services and about their jobs, and they're very, very helpful to people, and will spend the time to help people find just the right thing.
If people who are watching are thinking, books, gosh, that's, I've read books my parents read to me and whatnot, but address what difference reading makes as far as lifelong success. I think often that goes unnoticed, that it really has a huge impact on lifelong success for somebody.
Reading opens worlds to individuals and gives you the opportunity to see and think about things that you wouldn't see and think about. There was a study done quite recently that shows that fiction readers tend to have more empathy. They develop more empathy, and reading develops your critical thinking skills. It challenges you mentally. It helps you build your vocabulary. It creates the opportunity for you to go through a lot of if-then scenarios without having them play out in your real life. And so people can experience a great deal through fiction writing and get a lot of life lessons through reading that they wouldn't encounter in their ordinary lives.
And I think for seniors too, it helps keep them sharp.
Oh, yeah,
because they're
it does,
continuing to read. You have book clubs or book discussions, and I've heard some of them get really lively. Tell us how people can get involved in that.
Well, we do have a regular monthly book club that meets, and it's Lakeisha that is in charge of that. So you just need to call the library and find out, what it needs, and tell her that you're going to come and get a copy of the book that's being read.
You can get one? I mean, you have to go get it yourself, right? Or does the library have the
You
books?
have to get it yourself.
Okay.
But you would want to know in advance what it is. We also do the Let's
And-
Talk
well,
About
let
It. Have you heard about that?
No, but I want to go back to the book club just a second. I would imagine the people who come to that are pretty interesting people, and so there would be really good discussions.
Oh, I think there are. There are good discussions.
I've known some people who've gone, and they would be provocative in their questioning and having fun with really getting down to analyzing the characters and the what you learn from it and whatnot. So
Whenever you put a room full of passionate readers together, you're going to learn a lot more than
Absolutely.
your own takeaway. So yeah.
Okay, and you were moving
I was
into.
going to tell you about the Let's Talk About It series, and I know that we have applied for it the next year, and I don't remember exactly what the topic is, but it's a 5-week book discussion group. You read 5 books, and they have scholars that come in and do a talk each week. So it's really interesting. We've had a lot of success with that program, so keep that in mind and look for that when we start in the fall.
Great. Any other programs that are?
Well, the kids love Snake Man, and Snake Man is coming back for summer reading.
Snake Man?
Yes,
Can Snake Man read?
Herpetologist, am I saying that correctly?
I think so.
And he brings exotic reptiles. That's his study.
Wonderful.
And he does have a python, and we actually have that one. We partner with the Imperial Center because the crowds are so big. We can't do it in the library. But that, I think, is the kids' favorite program of the whole year, and they get to see the animals and hold the animals and get a very
Hold the
educational.
python? Do they?
Yes, they get the python out and hold the python.
Wow, I'm
It
sure
took
that.
7 people to hold it.
Gosh. Well, and there are just so many neat things going on at the library. I mean, we've touched on some of them, but throughout the year, there are just constantly things that people can go there. It's a welcoming place. It's a beautiful environment. They're friendly staff. Books, just great books, and you're constantly upgrading people. If they buy a bestseller, and as long as books are fairly current, they can donate them to the library, right?
The donations really help us. If they're current and we need them, like a lot of times if it's a bestseller, our copy will start getting a little old, and so we'll just put that copy right in and circulate it. If it's a little bit older, it's something that we're not going to add to the collection. Those books, we put them in the book sale, and that money goes to support the library, and we buy more books with that.
And the teenagers have book sales with paperbacks and stuff too, don't they, in the library?
We have the young adult book section upstairs, and the interest in those books has really, really grown, especially over the last 5 or 10 years. And we're finding more and more really talented writers writing for that age group. And the other thing that we see is there's a big crossover appeal. A lot of our young adult books are checked out by adults. And so...
And just one last plug, people can give, if someone has a birthday, passes away sadly or whatnot, donate a book to the library in memory of that person, and there will be a permanent plate in the front to show that it's in honor and memory of that person. So.
That's right. Thank you for bringing that up. And we do get a lot of memorials, and they're very meaningful.
Well, Katie, keep up the great work.
Thank you.
We appreciate your taking such great care of our wonderful library.
I'm very glad to be here. It's just really a privilege to work with in the community and in such a beautiful building and with such a terrific staff.
Great. Thank you, and thank you. We'll see you next week.
Where else can you get a brand new luxury car for no money down and low monthly payments? Only at Davenport Auto Park, of course. We're talking new Buicks. Top of the line, king of the hill, pick of the litter, cream of the crop. You get my drift. We're talking Buicks like the 2015 Encore or Verano, Regal Turbo, LaCrosse, Enclave. No money down, zero, zilch, nada. Yeah, only at Davenport Auto Park.
It's the real deal.